is it Opove? Am I saying this right? Or is it Opove? Or Opove? Or is it Opove? Welcome back. This is Jideani Says. This is the home of beautiful tech and all of the things that you love about tech and how good it looks and the presentation and the appearance that it strikes, all of that good stuff. With that said, welcome to the new year, everybody. 2020 is behind us. With that, we still have to consider we're still in a pandemic state. What that means is there's been a lot of people that have started doing things on their own, things that you normally outsource, like self-grooming. You're doing that on your own now. And there's been a rise or a tick in the purchase of clippers and trimmers because people are being more cautious, and people are cutting their hair for the very first time. I mean, it's either you're cutting people's hair at your home or private residence, or you're just learning how to cut hair. And that segues perfectly what I'm about to talk to you guys today, which is the Opove X Master clippers. I normally don't do unboxings on this channel, but this is a part of the experience, people. This box goes with the appearance, the presentation, and that instant gratification you get from unboxing something. The box is part of the experience. So you can see on the back, there's an outline of the trimmer itself with some other information, specs to go with this. It's matte black with silver Opove. We're gonna go with Opove. Letters, insignias on the cover. And then there's a flap to open it. Ooh, I feel kind of special. I just want to let you guys know right now. Your boy I feel a little special, but you better. I mean, as much as you pay for these are not cheap. They can run from $130 to maybe, $160 depending on when you get them. So you get what you pay for. And then when you open, sheesh. Don't break my table. What does this thing make? I mean, this is a nice cardboard. I mean, it feels good. Okay, I'm talking too much about this box, but like I said, it's part of the presentation, guys. Look, just give me my moment, please. You open it up, comes with a nice thank you for choosing us. Everything is about presentation. I want you guys to understand it. That's what appearance and aesthetics is all about. Is how did I make you feel when you saw this device, when you opened it up? Unboxings. You get, 8 trimmer combs, obviously. You get a charging cradle. I'll bring that out. And then, of course, you get the Talk of Town. So about this charging cradle, you sit it in here, and then that works. And I like how they matched the color gradients. Well, not the color gradients. This is a solid blue-gray color, but it matches with the trimmer itself. And let's talk about this trimmer. It has this nice solid blue-gray with this titanium color to match the top. So there's just this coating on the top. So you get the smoke silver titanium color with the blue-gray color. Really, really nice. I mean, when you grab it, it feels like something that's worth this price. It's about 7.5 inches long, weighs about 3.5 pounds. Then these bottom fixed blades are stainless steel, and then the adjustable blades are titanium coated ceramic blades. So that's pretty nice because then that means you don't have to worry about rust. So that's kind of cool. Now these cradles, you get about 215 minutes charging. That's 4 hours runtime, and then it's about 3 hours of charge time. But you can sit this in this cradle overnight. But I like the weight. It's light, and that's what you want when you're going away and you're trimming your beard or you're taking hair off, whether it's yours or somebody else. You want less pressure on the wrist. And when you compare it to something like these Kames, these are real really robust trimmers, much heavier. You know, they're but I think you kind of want that. I don't mind that. I mean, but things like this, you start using this for a long time and you kind of feel the weight a little bit. But I like that these are much lighter, so you can go hours and not feel any pain on the wrist. You know, these are Baby Bliss Pro, but these are outliners. These are used to really do shape ups and liners, and they're designed to be smaller so you can maneuver around ears and things like that, so that you can't really compare them. But they're shorter, but they're much heavier than these, which are 3.5 pounds. So that's something you have to consider. We're kind of looking at clippers as well as what, you know, the weight. Maybe you like something hefty like this, but after a while you'll feel it. So I appreciate that about these. Yeah, I mean, this, in terms of looks, this is probably one of the sleekest trimmers on the market. But yeah, let's jump into more of some of the features here. I'll start with one of my favorite features, which is the adjustable blades. And you notice there's a Roman numeral here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of odd because you would think, why don't you guys just go clockwise or counterclockwise? And each of these adjusts how close the blades are. Maybe you want a closer shave, or maybe you want something a little bit more broader. If you hit the Roman numeral 4, it pushes the blade all the way back. Then that's why it makes sense that these are numbered the way they do, because you're going to use 1 and 4, those two settings the most. Either you want it all the way up close, or you want these blades moved all the way back. That's probably the only settings I'm gonna use. The 2 and the 3 are kind of like next closer, and this is like the next further back than the 4. So you won't really use that. So I understand why they numbered them like that. And the more I got to use these, I think I only went between 1 and 4. Hit the button to turn it on. You got your plus size to increase how much power you get. So that increases the rotations per minute. You know, let's talk about this LCD screen here. It's really nice. The first thing you see is the burden scale, and that talks about really how much work your clippers have to do to cut off the thickness of hair. So whatever, it's something that really, the blades really have to go to work, you'll see it kind of scale up on these scales. That's something you probably won't use. I don't really pay too much attention to that, but I'm sure people who own their own studios and cut people say maybe you use this as an informative type of metric. I don't know. Then of course you see your rotations per minute numbers as you go up a bit here. 70 rotations per minute is kind of like what I use it on as a standard and as a default. This is where the motor does its most work, but keep in mind, the harder you push it, and the highest setting you can leave this on is what it is on now, on 70 rotations per minute, the more likely that eats into your battery. So you can notice I have 155 minutes left of battery time. I've been using this already. If you take it to the lower setting, which is what, 204, you take it to 50 rotations per minute, you get up to 204 minutes left, but it's not as powerful, so it won't really be as aggressive taking hair off. All right, so you have your let me turn this off. So here you have these are the numbers that talks about how close the blades are. So they're measured in millimeters, so I think that's about right. All right, so 1.0 millimeters is as close as it gets. And then 1.9 millimeters means that that's the amount of spacing that the blade separates from the fixed one. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. And then of course you have your battery indicator. So I love this LCD display. It's flushed, and it has like a crystal look to it. And of course, like I said, it has the titanium metal coating, and it sits on the top of this blue-gray base. And another cool thing I like about these that I think that makes them, kind of technologically advanced is there's a oil indicator, and that normally shows above the Burton text. And that's sort of a reminder to tell you it's time to oil your blades up. Never had that in clippers, where some clippers tell you, hey, it's time to oil them up. Even though I will say best practice is you want to clean and oil your clippers each time you use them. Just want to say this is not a barber channel or we talk about clippers, but just felt like these had some of the nicer, cooler features I've ever seen on a clipper, and figure that it made sense to talk about them to you guys and kind of show off some of the features. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Has a matching cradle. What else can you ask for? I mean, you know, if you're someone who work in the studio, you own your own shop, you're cutting people's hair, you can line it up. You want to look, you know what I'm saying? Like you line it up to your other clippers and you can show it off. Look, do you guys see the color combination of what I got going on? And obviously these are not the what we're talking about today, but you know, when you're talking about beauty and you're talking about things that look well, you know, you want to make sure that you're getting things that not only work the way you want them to, but they have a certain look to them. And this makes a nice contrast to these other clippers and this trimmer on this table. Like I said, you get the Opove, you get the Opove box, of course, obviously comes with it, and you can use it as a carrying case. If you want to put this back in a box and carry this bad boy around, you can do that. I mean, it's you get this. It's gonna be kind of hard to throw this box away. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't think you want to throw this box away. Maybe you turn this into your carrying case. I don't know. But I mean, the only other thing is, you know, the box is a touch magnet, so you'll get oil on it. Same thing with the clipper, you'll get oil on it, but who cares? The clippers is supposed to be in your hand, right? But that's the X-Master from Opove. And so if you're one of those people that you've always thought about, you know what, I want to start cutting my own stuff, and now you have the pandemic that really forced you into doing something like that and taking this up, maybe this is the way you want to start. But try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if it's something that you probably want to add to one of your clipper collections, or if you are a first timer, talk to me about your experience in the comments. That's it for this one though. See you guys on the next one.